In this video, we are going to start looking at the basic rules of algebra. The rules of algebra we're going to focus on are the commutative rule, or the commutative property, the associative property, and the distributive property. So let's take a look at these. Think about adding two numbers, 5 and 3. Does the order that we add them in affect the result? So let's take a look at these using tally marks. So we have 5, we're adding 3. How many tally marks do we get? We get 8. Let's take 3 and 5. 3 tally marks. Plus 5 tally marks. And we still get 8 tally marks. So it doesn't really matter which order the two numbers we're adding are, we still get the same result. While multiplying 5 and 3. So 5 times 3 is the same thing as saying 5 plus 5 plus 5. So 5 plus 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 5 is 15. How about 3 times 5? So this is multiplying 3 5 times. We're adding 3 together 5 times. So 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 3 is 12, plus 3 is 15. We get the same number. So when we're talking about multiplication and addition, the order does not matter. You can flip them around to make things easier on yourself if you need to. This is the commutative property. Simply saying that when we add or multiply, if we change the order of what we're adding and multiplying, the result is going to stay the same. Let's take a look at subtraction. 7 minus 3. So 7 minus 3 takes 7 tally marks. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get rid of 3 of them. And we get 4 tally marks as our result. Now if we take 3 tally marks and subtract 7, well, got 3. Now we get negative tally marks. That gives us negative 4. This shows us that subtraction is not commutative. You can't just simply flip these around and expect to get the same number. You can take a look at division. See what happens when we divide the numbers. So 12 divided by 4 is the same thing as saying 12 over 4. Division and changing into a fraction is the same thing. And that gives us 3. 4 divided by 12, both the numerator and the denominator are divisible by 4, and that gives us 1/3. This shows us that division is also not commutative. Only multiplication and addition are commutative. Let's move into the associative property. If you were asked to simplify this expression, how would you do it and what would your answer be? So we could look at this in two different ways. We could say, let's add 7 plus 8 first, and then add 2. 7 plus 8 is 15, plus 2, and that gives us 17. Now, let's say we want to add the 8 and 2 first so that we get a nice 10 number. I like 10. So we're going to take 7, and we're going to add the 8 plus 2 first. 7 plus 10, and that still gives us 17. Let's take a look at multiplication. Let's say we want to do it in order because we like order. So let's take 5 and multiply it by the 1/3 and then multiply that by 3. we get 5/3 times 3, which gives us 5. Let's say we want to do the 1/3 times 3 first to get rid of that fraction. 5 times 1/3 times 3 gives us 5 times 1, which is also 5. So this is showing us the associative property. If we have parentheses or on multiplication, we can flip them around to make life easier on ourselves. Same with addition. If you like getting that 10 first, you can flip that parentheses and move them around as much as you want. So here is our associative property of addition and multiplication, simply saying that if you don't like where the parentheses are, you can move them. Again, with division, this does not give us the same result. So you want to be really careful. You can only use multiplication and addition with the associative property. So let's look at the commutative property. When we see variables, we want to make sure that we're combining like terms. Now, our order of operations says that we have to add from left to right. However, the commutative property helps us because it says as long as we're adding, we can move our additions around. So I'm going to move our x values together and our y values together. I'm going to switch these two guys around. So I'm going to take 18x plus 15x plus 6y plus 5y. And now we can easily add these together from left to right. So 18 plus 15 is going to be 33. 6 plus 5 is going to be 11. So I'm going to have you guys try using the commutative property yourselves and see how you do.